Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I work here at Connections as a Communicative Disorders Assistant for the Talk to Me program. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the Interpret Speech and Language Strategy and how that can help build your child's understanding and hopefully get them to imitate some new words or phrases. When we talk to families about the Interpret strategy, what we really mean is observing your child closely and then just trying to figure out the message. What is my child really trying to tell me? So this can be a really helpful strategy for very young children because often they use a lot of nonverbal behavior like gestures or facial expressions, or just in general, their messages can be a little bit unclear. So in sessions, what we practice with families is basically observing your child, seeing what message they're trying to send, and then adding some language that they would need to send that message. So I'll go over an example. So for instance, most babies and toddlers will put their arms up, look up at you every time they want you to pick them up. So if you were to observe that behavior, the nonverbal behavior, they're not saying any words there, but they are sending you a very clear message that they want you to pick them up. So what you can do is just interpret the meaning behind this nonverbal message, and you basically want to model the language that they would need to hopefully one day request that what they want. So you would say, oh, you want me to pick you up, up. And then you'd make it very clear that, like, really highlight that language so you're helping to build that understanding. Pause and wait a moment to see if they give it a try. And if they don't, that's fine. You just kind of highlight that language further and say, oh, you want me to pick you up? Okay, let me pick you up, up. And then scoop them up. And that way you're really building on that understanding, and then hopefully they'll use that word in the future. Now I'll go over some examples because it can really look different based on your child's age and really their speech and language skills in general. So for instance, babies, they really may not say any words in a day, but they're constantly sending you messages through nonverbal behavior and sounds too. They might kind of make those cooing sounds when they're trying to engage with you. They might smile if they're enjoying something, or they might even wave their little arms or kick their legs if they are enjoying something and would want you to do it again. I know my youngest, he really liked that Smooth Ride song when you bounce your child on your knee, and if we sang the song and then we stopped at the end of the song, he would look up at us, he would grab my hands, and he would actually move his body like up and down. So I could use that interpret strategy, and what is he really trying to tell me? He's not using any words at all, but he's really sending me a clear message. He wants me to do the song again, so I can interpret it and choose which word I want to model for him. So really nice, simple language. For him, I really liked modeling go, but you could do bounce, more, you could say ride, whatever word worked for you. So he would gesture, he would get excited, look at me and go, oh, we're gonna go. And then I would pause and wait and then see if he gives it a try. And if he doesn't, I'll go. And then we'll just start up again. So he's really getting a deep understanding of what that word means. Some other examples you might see throughout your day. Often children will grab your hand and pull you if they're wanting you to get up or go into another room or go get something. So that could be another great thing to interpret. Oh, you want me to come with you? Oh, come. You could also do, if your child points to anything of interest, really, you can just highlight that language as well. Children will often point to something they see outside or, something their sibling is doing. I know my child, we go on walks and any dog that was seen was definitely pointed at, so we would definitely highlight that language. Oh, I see the doggy too. Look there's the dog. And we would highlight that language. I know a lot of also young children, they might gesture to you or give you something actually. So if they want you to open something, they might just stick it in your hand and look at you. So what do they want? Oh, they want it open. So you can model that word. Or they might grab a book. I know my youngest, he always is shoving books into my lap to read. So I would always say, oh, okay, let's do a book. Or, oh, read the book, and highlight that language. Other things during meals, especially, I find kids request. They'll see an item that they want to eat. They're giving a very clear message, maybe with some sounds. I know my kid's a big banana fan. If he saw a banana on the counter, he would definitely make some sounds, point to the banana, and it would give me an opportunity to interpret that. And rather than just go and get it for him, I can actually highlight that language. Or also, if a cup is empty, a bowl is empty, they might go like this. and look at you and give it to you, that's another opportunity that you can model language. So there's just a lot of times in a day your child is sending you messages sometimes without you even realizing it. Interpreting can also be really useful if your child is using jargon. A lot of children use jargon when they're very young. It looks like they're having full conversations with gestures, but there's really very few or no words. So it just kind of sounds like gibberish. So it's a great opportunity if they use a lot of jargon that you can just kind of distill what you think the meaning was and simplify it a little bit, so you're highlighting some nice language. I know we especially see jargon when children are engaging in pretend play. So if they had a little dollhouse or something like that and they had the little characters, I know jargon really creeps up sometimes when you see a child playing with those types of items. So if you did see some jargon, what you could do is also play and grab a character as well. Oh, mine's going up the stairs, up, 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 up. Oh, mine's going to sleep, sleep. And you can add some nice language in there when you do hear that jargon. Just remember, interpreting is not always easy. Even if you're the caregiver of the child and you understand them the most, you just take your best guess, and sometimes you might not get the message right, and that's okay. Just important to try to figure out the general message and highlight language. If it's not the correct message and you see your child shaking their head, it's okay. You'll try again next time. And also, I always tell parents, if you're working on this strategy so you can highlight that language, we always say these in these videos, it's really great if you just pick maybe 1 or 2 times a day in a daily routine. That way you get a lot of repetition, and that way you're not worried about remembering this all throughout your busy day. Just choose one time, morning snack, bath time, getting dressed, something like that. Where you can focus in on that strategy and highlight language. If you're interested in watching some other videos, please check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you ever wanted some more information, please feel free to look at our website, connectwithus.ca. You can actually complete an online speech and language referral yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for connecting with us.